Another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game planned for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He's going to and that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I get we now proceed to the start of the second half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. First down, and it's Hill again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the... The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running, it's Drake, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is something you almost never see. A punt return better than 100 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jackson underneath pass here to Van Ness. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson going to throw again. Marquise Brown. There.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they get to the football. It's blocked. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys that got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll run it. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
X3, 218, chop, get it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, He used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
I got you, boy.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Hauschka now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Sheds off the tackle. Fights through and now a crease. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always a key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well, and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. Always have two guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump them off the line of scrimmage and get...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st and goal, Drake, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to